Pinback, Summer in Abaddon. Hello there, my name is Kazu and welcome to another episode of Taking a Break. Today, let's talk about Pinback's third album, Summer in Abaddon. Pinback, if you don't know, is a musical duo created by Rob Crow and Zach Smith. I believe that they are one of the most unique indie band. What gets me is really their composition and the way they layer bass and guitar. Listening to this band helped me learn that sometimes guitar doesn't always have to be the lead melodic instrument. Thanks to Zach's awesome musicality, he really makes the bass stand out more than anything. Their blend of tight guitar and bass playing along to this boom bap minimal drum beat gives off this instrumental hip hop vibe too, so musically there's already so much happening. In the past they have delivered so many great tracks, but not necessarily the most solid album. Both Blue Screen Live and This Is Pinback were good, but some songs on the album ends up being a filler or an underwhelming track. There weren't really any interesting transition happening during the songs. However, on this album it's different because I think this is their most solid record. I didn't find any track on here to be underwhelming, and you can tell that they put in a lot of creative effort. There are a few things I noticed about this record. One, the production is much more polished and in your face. In the past record, you could tell they were using drum machines, but this time, real drum kit is used. And I can hear a lot of piano on here. You might be wondering why is that important, but piano plays a pretty big role on this album. Like the opener, Non-Photo Blue, a tightly performed track with bump and bass slap that keeps the rhythm. I get that lyric is about narrator talking about how he can be so relatable to a girl who posts on forum that's down and a guy staring at the ceiling, basically saying that they're both complete waste of time. And this type of procrastination creates this dark numbness in his life. There's this amazing piano part that comes in after the second verse of the song. So fucking good. It comes in where you least expect it, and it works so well. At that moment, I realized that piano was one thing that was missing ingredient to a great tasting Pinback song. Second track, Center, was cool too. You may feel dragged because of the length of the track, but the bass work on here is awesome. My favorite part is the final transition where every other instrument becomes silent and Zach plays this melodic bass solo. The layer game that Pinback brings progresses even more on Syracuse. Starts off with a bump and bass note, then picks up the pace quickly with more instrumental addition. It's like a typhoon of melody coming at you. It's beautiful, and by the end of the track you're like, that just happened? Buzz on Fire is a depressing track that talks about a friend who passed away from some kind of an accident. Especially that last part of the song got me. Here's to the pranks we never have pulled. Fortress is definitely the banger on here. Also, it's one of the most well-known track by them. The hook is catchy and I like that line, "Summer is only winter with you." Imagine saying that to your significant other right before you guys break up. This Red Book is my favorite track on here, hands down. The beat is laid back and gives off this boom bap instrumental hip hop feel. Kind of like what they did on their first album, but the production on this record makes it feel like a more enhanced version of that. Just a combination of that minimal piano melody with Zach's bass is complete eargasm. I didn't care too much for the track Soaked, but 3x0 is dope. The song is about boredom, similar thematic approach to Non-Photo Blue. The anthemic piano solo really twisted the game on that song. To be honest, the track was kind of underwhelming at first, but that transition just made the song even more grand. The Yellow Ones is about aliens. Science fiction is also another subject that this band tackles. This was chill, but I didn't feel any sort of boredom. The vocal melody and the synth continue to keep the track very interesting. And finally, the band ends with the track AFK. The one downside of this song is the use of flanger on the vocal. I'm not a fan of the effect, but if a band utilizes it in a very unique way, then I don't mind. So far, to me, the band that's been good at that is Tame Impala. However, this isn't a bad song, it will keep you entertained until the end. Lyric has the reference to the album title Summer in Abaddon. Abaddon is a word that appears in the Bible that's defined as a place of destruction, so spending a summer in Abaddon must suck ass. Song talks about his frustration with technology and how communication is dying, no one uses the phone anymore, and nobody will hear you if you fall to the floor, so the life of being in front of a computer is not ideal. If you guys didn't know, AFK means away from keyboards. And at the end of the track, Rob says, "I miss you, but not in a Slint way." This reference to Slint I thought was pretty awesome, because if you guys didn't know, Slint is a post-rock band and they have a track called Good Morning Captain. A lot of their song involves instrumental rock with a narration, like some kind of storytelling usually. At the end of the song, the narrator screams, "I miss you," but with this full of ringing and devastated emotion. So what Rob is trying to say is he'll miss using the computer, but not in a way it's said in that Slint track. Overall, I really enjoyed this record. Super consistent, almost every song on here were very solid. Piano Edition was definitely one of the best decisions they ever made. It helped the track become full and added a whole new layer to the songs. I don't usually care about the subject matter since I wouldn't say Pinback is a very lyrical band, but I did enjoy the lyrical content here as well, so, I mean, fuck, what else do I need to say? I'll give this an extra large K. Anyway, that was my opinion on the record. Maybe you have something different to say. If you do, then maybe you should take a break and leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe. More episodes will be coming up. Thanks for watching. My name is Kazu, and I'll see you next time on Taking a Break. Later.